So acrylics do not damage nails, guys. You don't need to use nail drills on natural nails. Hey guys, I wanted to break the misconception that acrylics damage nails and by merely applying them to your nails will cause damage. That is simply not true. And here's why I say so. I went somewhere, a nail salon, to get my nails done. And 3 days after I did them, from the day that I did them until about 3 days later, I could feel pain on my fingertips. I could still feel pain, like on my nail beds and just in this general area. This is actually the nails that I got done. And they're just regular manicure. They're not very long. They're very short, actually. They're shorter than this when I got them done, and you can barely see them past my fingertips. And yeah, the pain was a lot, and I started to wonder, because I don't get my nails done often, matter of fact. So I stopped going to get my nails done at a nail salon because I don't trust their sanitary practices. So yeah, I stopped going to the nail salon to get my nails done because I'm not sure how well they clean their tools. So but this time I decided to go a few weeks ago. And after she did my nails, I could feel pain on my fingers, and 3 days later I could still feel some pain. And I googled it, and people were actually saying that it is normal to feel some pain after you get a manicure. I do not think that that is normal at all. There is no reason why a good manicure should leave you feeling pain on your fingers. If you're feeling pain after getting your nails done from a particular nail salon, you need to stop going there or let them know that they're being too rough. And this is what got me thinking that perhaps it is not the acrylics that's damaging people's nails. It's the nail practice, like the way that it is adhered, the way that it is removed. So I'm going to list a few things that I believe is the culprit for damaged natural nails after wearing acrylic or gel. Okay, so here are the things that I think is the culprit that leads to damaged nails after wearing acrylics. It is not the acrylic itself, and I'm going to list them right now. So number one is using an electric file on natural nails. I don't know much about how to do nails, but when I went to the nail salon and she used an electric nail file, like one of those drill things, on my nails, and she just kept going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on one nail, and I could see like the pieces or the dust from my natural nails all over my fingers and her fingers. I was so scared. I do not understand why anybody should use those nail drill things on a natural nail. I don't think it is necessary. I think you can do a very good job with a regular nail file, like a manual nail file. There are rough ones that you can use if you're trying to get the surface to be a little bit rough, but using those drills, it's just too harsh. Like, you see all those dust, that is the surface of your nails coming off, and they're thinning out your nails. Every time that you go to get your nails done, they thin out your nails even more. And when you thin out a nail, you weaken it considerably, and then you apply glue to already thin nails, and you apply something heavy like acrylic and nail tips. So it's like, imagine something that's thick and you place something else that's thick on top of it, then it can hold and not break off or not suffer damage. But if you thin out whatever's on the bottom and you put a bunch of heavy stuff on it, you're putting a lot of strain on the nail, especially if the nail that you get is long. It's even more strain on a natural nail that's already thinned out. So personally, I don't think anybody should be using drills on natural nails. Use a buffer or use a rough nail file. Don't use a drill, because it causes way too much damage and it really thins out the nail. Some people have very thin nails already, so when you thin it out, that in itself is damage. Like, thinning out a nail, in my opinion, is damage. Just because it looks all neat and even doesn't mean that it's not damaged. You've reduced the width of the nail, the fingernail, by almost half. So how is that not damage in and of itself? Number 2 also happened to me, and that is applying tips that is too skinny for the width of the nail. So when I went to do my nails, the tips that I got did not, like, you can still see, I still have it on, and I'm gonna insert a picture so you can see it clearly, but the tips that I got was too thin, so you can see the edge of my nails, like the side edges of my nails, especially on my middle finger on this hand. You can literally see my actual nail picking out on the side of the nail tips that was applied. So as I went about my day, that ended up breaking off, and it broke, you know, it caused my nail to break. The acrylic did not break, but the part of my nail that you could see broke off, and it broke all the way in on the inside along the inside of the acrylic, and that damaged my nails. So basically, just use nail tips that, you know, are wider, because then you can file them to be smaller, or use one that is the same as the width of the fingernail that you're working on. There's no reason why they should use tips that don't fit. I mean, especially look at my nails. My nails are not like super wide. They're just,
my nails are thin, so they could have used nails that fit my natural nails.
yes. So that's number 2. Don't use tips that is too thin for the nail that you're working on. It makes no sense. You only cause damage. Number 3 is improper adhesion of nail tips. This happened to me as well. When I went to get my nails done, the lady, for some reason, did not adhere the tips to my natural nails properly. So about 3 days after I got my nails done, the acrylic started to lift, and you could see my natural nail separate from the acrylic on the top part. I will insert a picture of that as well. And something like that can cause the natural nail to break off, especially when the nail grows out and you try to grab onto something or pick up something, or you hit it. You are hitting your natural nail, which is separate from the acrylic, so it is not being strengthened by the acrylic, and it will easily break off. So that is a no-no. That is very bad, like, nail care practice. I hear a lot of nail technicians talk about how they do nails and how to get your nails done and the procedures and techniques and stuff like that, but I never really hear somebody that has got their nails done tell technicians how they should treat other people's nails, like from the perspective of, like, the customer. Like, you know, we never really hear a customer's perspective about, okay, this is how I want you to handle my nails. So this video is kind of me, you know, trying to tell nail techs that yes, we know you know your job, but we know a thing or two about what our nails can handle and how it should be treated. And it helps if, you know, technicians listen to the customers as well. Number 3, which is a big thing for me, is rough handling of your nails by the technician. When you go to get your nails done, they grab onto the file, the buffer, and they just buff and buff and buff, and they are very rough with the way that they handle your nails and your fingers and just your hands in general. And I think that is what causes some of the pain that you feel after you get your nails done. It's just very, very rough. Like, everything, the whole procedure is rough. You should not feel pain after getting your nails done. I cannot stress that enough. There should be no pain after you get your nails done, especially 3 days later. That is insane. That tells me that something went very wrong and the technician was very rough in handling the nails. If you handle something gently, you won't feel pain. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I think those are all the points that I have as far as, you know, what really causes. Oh no, that's not it. I have one huge one. Okay, so my last point is super important, and that is the way that your acrylic is removed from your nail. If the acrylic is removed carefully and gently with a nail drill, then, you know, your nails will be fine. Or if you soak it off, which it takes a long time, so I know a lot of people don't like to do that, but that also works. It is safe for the nail. But as far as this very careless drilling and scraping off of the acrylic, and sometimes taking off parts of the nail, the surface of the nail, you thin it out even more, and sometimes the technician may not even be aware that they are thinning out the customer's nail surface, because they're so focused on trying to remove all of the acrylics that they may remove part of it, but they also remove part of the surface of the client's nails, and that can still cause thinning. And then when they go to put back new acrylic, they will thin it out even more with another nail drill head type thingy, whatever it's called. And it's just too much. It's too much that's been done to the nail. I think that if handled carefully, your nails will not be damaged from wearing acrylics. Acrylics itself does not damage nails. It is the way that it is applied and the way that people handle their nails roughly too. Like clients, when clients go home and they have acrylics on, acrylics are tough, so they just pick things and scrape things and scratch things and grab things and hit their nails on whatever. All of those stress can also cause weakening of your fingernail and cause it to break and damage. So that's all I have to say about this acrylic breaks nails thing. For a long time, I used to believe that that was true, and that, you know, just putting acrylic on your nails and that's it, your nail is damaged. But no, it's not true. Acrylics does not damage nails. It is the way that it is applied, the way that it is your fingers are treated after they're applied, and the way it is removed. Those are the things that damage your nails after wearing acrylics. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.